Hey everyone! Welcome to my channel B&B Glow. Nick's romance and Luna's gift. The bold and the beautiful promises another explosive week from June 16th to 20th, filled with shocking confessions, romantic sparks, emotional confrontations, and game-changing surprises. With Nick Marone's return stirring up old flames, and Luna's mysterious gift sparking new intrigue, viewers won't want to miss a single moment. Let's dive into the biggest spoilers and most must-watch moments for this upcoming week. Nick's return sparks romance once more. One of the biggest shockers this week is Nick Marone's unexpected but highly anticipated return to Los Angeles. As longtime viewers know, Nick's history with Brooke Logan is nothing short of legendary. The two shared a complicated, passionate love affair that left an undeniable mark on both their lives. Now, with Nick back in town, it seems like fate is giving these former lovers another shot, much to Ridge's growing frustration. From the moment Nick arrives, old chemistry immediately reignites between him and Brooke. There's laughter, lingering glances, and a warmth that Brooke hasn't experienced in quite some time. Ridge watches all of this unfold with a tightening jaw, fully aware that Nick still carries a torch for Brooke, and that Brooke may still have unresolved feelings for him as well. Brooke, for her part, is caught off guard by her own emotions. She's long tried to move forward with Ridge and put the past behind her, but Nick's return awakens something within her that she thought had been buried. The tension between Ridge, Brooke, and Nick builds throughout the week, as Ridge struggles to maintain his composure while Brooke grows increasingly conflicted. Nick's presence brings a much-needed spark back to Brooke's life, but it also threatens to reopen old wounds and force Ridge to confront the reality that Brooke's heart may never fully belong to him. As Brooke and Nick spend more time together, Ridge begins to wonder, will Brooke choose him, or is Nick about to steal her heart once again? Luna's mysterious gift unfolds. While Nick and Brooke's romantic drama heats up, Luna's storyline takes an intriguing turn this week as she presents a mysterious gift that catches everyone off guard. After weeks of emotional turmoil surrounding Hayes' paternity and her desperate breakdown, Luna seems to be on a mission to mend fences and regain the trust of those she loves. The gift, initially wrapped in beautiful paper with a heartfelt note, is presented to Steffi and Finn during a tense family meeting. Steffi approaches the situation with caution, still reeling from Luna's recent behavior and the emotional roller coaster surrounding the truth about Hayes. Finn, too, is wary but curious about what Luna could possibly offer that might begin to heal the fractures in their lives. As Luna explains, the gift represents her commitment to truth, healing, and transparency. Inside is a complete file of medical records, legal documents, and certified DNA tests, the full, verified truth about Hayes' paternity. Luna has gone above and beyond to ensure that every stone has been unturned, bringing in independent labs and experts to confirm the results once and for all. Her gift isn't just about revealing the truth, it's about offering closure. She wants Steffi, Finn, and the entire family to move forward with clarity rather than living under a cloud of doubt and suspicion. While her intentions are noble, the emotions that follow are anything but simple. The DNA bombshell, truth confirmed. Once the contents of Luna's gift are reviewed, the truth hits like a bombshell. Finn is not Hayes' biological father, Liam is. The long-feared result is now confirmed beyond any shadow of a doubt, leaving Steffi and Finn utterly devastated. Finn, heartbroken, feels his entire foundation as Hayes' father crumble beneath him, while Steffi is forced to reckon with the consequences of her past decisions once again haunting her present life. Liam, who is quickly brought into the loop, is equally shocked but immediately feels an overwhelming sense of responsibility for Hayes. This revelation pulls Liam back into Steffi's orbit in a way that Hope had been dreading. Hope can only watch in horror as Liam and Steffi begin having intense, private conversations about Hayes' future, conversations that feel far too intimate for Hope's comfort. Hope and Liam, tension reaches the boiling point. Hope's worst fears are beginning to materialize. She had fought so hard to keep her marriage stable, but the truth about Hayes threatens to undo everything. Liam's divided attention and growing involvement with Steffi place a tremendous strain on his relationship with Hope. Throughout the week, Hope and Liam engage in several heated arguments. Hope accuses Liam of prioritizing Steffi once again, while Liam insists that his child's welfare must come first. The tension between them grows more volatile with each passing day, as old insecurities resurface and threaten to drive an irreparable wedge between them. Ridge torn between Brooke and Taylor. Again. As if Ridge didn't have enough to worry about with Nick's return, His relationship with Brooke is further complicated by Taylor's renewed presence in his life. Taylor offers Ridge the understanding and support that is often lacked with Brooke, and her calming influence draws him in during this turbulent time. Taylor can't help but notice Ridge's jealousy over Nick and Brooke's growing closeness. She subtly reminds Ridge that while Brooke's heart may be divided, Taylor has always remained steady in her feelings for him. This leaves Ridge questioning whether his constant back and forth with Brooke is worth the heartbreak, and whether he should finally give Taylor the stability she's longed for. Expect emotionally charged scenes between Ridge, Brooke, Taylor, and Nick as old rivalries and new emotions collide. Sheila's schemes linger in the background. No week in Los Angeles would be complete without Sheila Carter lurking in the shadows. Though not at the center of the current drama, Sheila remains a constant threat as she observes the fallout from Luna's DNA gift and paternity scandal. Spoilers hint that Sheila may possess key information that could explain how the original paternity test results were manipulated. Was Sheila involved in switching the tests to secure Finn's connection to the Forrester family? And if so, is she planning to use this information as leverage in her never-ending quest to gain acceptance? Sheila's potential involvement is teased heavily throughout the week, with ominous scenes suggesting that her next move may blow the entire scandal wide open yet again. Eric and Donna play peacemakers. As chaos engulfs the younger generation, Eric and Donna attempt to play the role of peacemakers, offering wisdom and guidance to the family. Eric reminds Ridge and Brooke that love requires trust and sacrifice, while Donna encourages Brooke to carefully consider her feelings for both Ridge and Nick. Eric's words of wisdom may plant seeds of doubt in Ridge's mind, pushing him to re-evaluate his future with Brooke, while Donna's support gives Brooke the confidence to explore where her heart truly lies. Nick's flirty return stuns Brooke. Former flames reconnect. The week kicks off with a bang on The Bold and the Beautiful as Monday, June 16th delivers a highly anticipated blast from the past that instantly shakes up the lives of Brooke Logan, Ridge Forrester, and the rest of the B&B canvas. After years away, Nick Marone unexpectedly walks back into Brooke's life, and the sparks between the two ignite almost instantly. While fans have been buzzing about Nick's possible return for months, few could have predicted just how much drama his arrival would unleash, or how quickly old flames would reignite. The calm before the storm. As Monday's episode opens, life in Los Angeles seems deceptively calm for Brooke. She's spent the past few months focusing on her family, trying to keep the peace between her daughter Hope and Liam while navigating the fallout from the ongoing drama surrounding Steffi, Finn, and Hayes. Her relationship with Ridge has been stable, at least for the moment, but the storm clouds have always been lingering just off the horizon, as they often do when it comes to the complicated Ridge-Brooke-Taylor triangle. But nothing could prepare Brooke for what's about to happen next. Nick Marone returns. Without warning, Nick Marone strolls into Forrester Creations, his trademark confidence and charm fully intact. The years have been kind to Nick, he's as handsome, successful, and enigmatic as ever. As he enters the familiar offices where so many memories were made, Nick's presence immediately turns heads. For longtime fans, Nick's return is a walk down memory lane. Once one of the most important men in Brooke's life, Nick shared a passionate, complex relationship with her that rivaled even her legendary love story with Ridge. Their history was full of ups and downs, including marriages, heartbreaks, and plenty of steamy moments, but the emotional connection they shared never completely disappeared. The moment Nick and Brooke lock eyes, the energy in the room shifts. Brooke is visibly stunned, and for a moment, she's at a complete loss for words. The familiar glint in Nick's eyes says it all, he's back, and he's not simply here for a friendly visit. Old chemistry rekindles. As the two former lovers catch up, the conversation quickly shifts from casual pleasantries to deeper, more meaningful dialogue. Nick wastes no time reminding Brooke of the connection they once shared. He teases her playfully, dropping subtle hints about how he's missed their conversations, their adventures, and yes, even their undeniable chemistry. Brooke, who has always worn her emotions close to the surface, can't help but be affected by Nick's presence. The flirty banter comes naturally, as if no time has passed at all. Memories of their past bubble up, the laughter, the passion, the heartbreak, and for the first time in a long while, Brooke feels alive in a way she hasn't felt with Ridge in recent months. It doesn't take long for Ridge to catch wind of Nick's return, and his growing closeness with Brooke. Ridge's reaction is immediate and predictable: jealousy. Though Ridge and Brooke have weathered countless storms over the years, Nick has always been one of Ridge's greatest insecurities. The fact that Brooke and Nick seem to effortlessly pick up where they left off only heightens Ridge's concern that history may be repeating itself. Brooke's emotional tug-of-war. For Brooke, Nick's return presents a confusing and emotional crossroads. She spent years trying to convince herself that Ridge is her destiny, the great love of her life. But deep down, part of her knows that her relationship with Ridge has always been complicated, marred by betrayals, separations, and endless cycles of pain. Nick represents something different. With Nick, Brooke experienced a love that, while equally passionate, was often more grounded, more secure. He offered her a safe harbor during some of the most tumultuous periods of her life. Now that he's back, those long-dormant feelings begin to resurface, leaving Brooke to question whether her heart truly belongs to Ridge, or whether fate has brought Nick back for a reason. Throughout Monday's episode, viewers will see Brooke struggle with these competing emotions. On one hand, she feels loyalty to Ridge, especially after all they've endured to find their way back to each other. On the other hand, Nick's presence stirs a longing inside her that she thought she had buried long ago. Nick's agenda revealed. But Nick isn't simply back in town for a casual reunion. As the episode progresses, it becomes clear that Nick may have an agenda, and it involves much more than rekindling an old romance. Rumors have been swirling that Nick is exploring new business opportunities in Los Angeles, and his return to Forrester Creations may not be as innocent as it seems. Nick's maritime shipping business has grown substantially since he left town, and he may be looking to partner with Forrester on a major expansion project. However, his professional ambitions may simply serve as a convenient excuse to get closer to Brooke, and perhaps even challenge Ridge's dominance once again, both in business and in love. Ridge, already on edge from Nick's personal interest in Brooke, becomes even more suspicious when he learns of Nick's potential business dealings. The power struggle between Ridge and Nick threatens to erupt as Ridge fights to protect both his relationship and his company from Nick's encroachment. Taylor weighs in. Meanwhile, Taylor watches the growing tension between Ridge, Brooke, and Nick with a mixture of satisfaction and concern. She knows better than anyone how fragile Ridge and Brooke's relationship truly is. Nick's return could very well serve as the catalyst that finally pulls Ridge away from Brooke for good. While Taylor remains cautious, part of her can't help but feel hope. If Ridge were to finally recognize that his on-again, off-again romance with Brooke is destined to fail, perhaps he would give his relationship with Taylor another chance. Taylor remains poised on the sidelines, ready to offer Ridge the stability and unconditional love he so often lacks with Brooke. A fan-favorite love triangle rekindles. Monday's episode officially kicks off what promises to be one of the most engaging love triangles B&B has seen in years. With Nick firmly back in the picture, Brooke is caught between two men who represent very different kinds of love: the passionate, complicated history she shares with Ridge, and the deep, steady affection she once had with Nick. Fans who have long pined for Nick's return will finally get to see the tension and sparks play out on screen as Brooke navigates her complicated feelings. Will she stay loyal to Ridge, or will she allow herself to explore the possibility of a second chance with Nick? Monday's other storylines. Luna's lingering drama. While Nick's return dominates the day, Monday's episode will also continue to follow Luna's storyline as she struggles to repair the damage left in the wake of her emotional breakdown and Hayes' paternity reveal. Luna remains fragile but determined to make amends with Steffy and Finn, who are still processing the devastating confirmation that Liam is Hayes' biological father. Luna's guilt continues to weigh heavily on her, and she begins taking small but meaningful steps to rebuild trust with the Forresters. However, her actions are met with mixed reactions, as not everyone is ready to forgive her so easily. The emotional fallout from the paternity scandal will continue to ripple throughout the week, keeping tensions high as families attempt to heal. Monday's episode sets the tone for an explosive week. With Nick's return now shaking up the core dynamics of the show, Monday's episode serves as the perfect launching pad for a week filled with romance, rivalry, and heartbreak. As the love triangle between Ridge, Brooke, and Nick reignites, fans can expect heated confrontations, passionate declarations, and plenty of emotional twists that will leave viewers on the edge of their seats. Meanwhile, Luna's redemption arc and the ongoing fallout from the Hayes paternity reveal will keep the stakes high for the Forrester and Spencer families. Sheila, always lurking in the shadows, may yet have a role to play as the drama surrounding Hayes threatens to explode once again. Hayes targeted, reaching Daphne, Ridge's shocking move. The drama on The Bold and the Beautiful escalates to new heights this week as shocking betrayals, emotional confrontations, and dangerous schemes take center stage. From Hayes' safety being threatened to Steffi's desperate attempts to reach Daphne, and Rich's unexpected decision that leaves the Forrester family reeling, here's everything you need to know about the explosive episodes airing June 16th to 20th. Hayes in danger. Sheila's revenge takes a dark turn. The biggest shocker of the week revolves around Hayes Finnegan, Steffy and Finn's young son, becoming the latest target in Sheila's twisted game of revenge. After being rejected by Finn and Deacon, Sheila's obsession with reclaiming her place in Finn's life spirals out of control. Desperate to prove she belongs in the family, Sheila devises a plan to kidnap Hayes, believing that if she can take care of him, Finn will finally accept her as his mother. Steffy, already on edge after Sheila's recent reappearance, senses something is wrong when Hayes' nanny reports strange encounters near their home. Finn, torn between his lingering sympathy for Sheila and his duty to protect his family, is forced to take drastic action when Sheila's behavior becomes increasingly erratic. A heart-stopping confrontation ensues at the Cliff House, with Steffy threatening to end Sheila once and for all if she comes near her son. Meanwhile, Deacon, who has been trying to reason with Sheila, realizes too late that she's crossed a line, and this time, there may be no coming back. Steffi's plea to Daphne, a mother's desperation. As Sheila's threats escalate, Steffy turns to an unlikely ally, Daphne, the mysterious woman who recently appeared in Finn's life. Though Daphne's intentions remain unclear, Steffy believes she may hold the key to stopping Sheila, especially after learning that Daphne has a complicated history with her. In a tense meeting, Steffy pleads with Daphne to reveal everything she knows about Sheila's past, hoping to find a weakness they can exploit. Daphne, however, is hesitant. She warns Steffy that provoking Sheila could backfire, but Steffy, fueled by maternal rage, refuses to back down. Their uneasy alliance takes a surprising turn when Daphne drops a bombshell. Sheila isn't working alone. Someone else in Los Angeles has been pulling her strings, and if Steffy isn't careful, her entire family could be in grave danger. Rich's bombshell decision, a new love or a power play. While Steffy fights to protect her son, Rich Forrester makes a move that sends shockwaves through the Forrester Creations empire. Still reeling from Brooke's growing closeness to Hope and Thomas, Rich feels increasingly isolated in his own home. In a moment of vulnerability, he turns to an unexpected confidant, Carter Walton. Their friendship deepens as Rich confesses his frustrations about Brooke's divided loyalties, but things take a surprising turn when Rich kisses Carter, leaving both men stunned. The kiss sparks a whirlwind of emotions for Rich, who begins questioning his identity and desires. Meanwhile, Carter, who has been single since his breakup with Quinn, is unsure how to proceed. When news of their intimate moment leaks, Brooke is devastated, believing Ridge has betrayed her once again. However, Ridge insists that his feelings for Carter don't change his love for her, leaving Brooke torn between standing by her husband or walking away for good. Luna's secret exposed. Will she lose everything? Luna's world is turned upside down when her secret involvement in the Emma Barber cover-up is finally exposed. After Zoe Buckingham returns to Los Angeles with damning evidence, she confronts Luna in front of RJ and Poppy, revealing that Luna knew more about Emma's accident than she admitted. RJ, feeling betrayed, demands the truth, forcing Luna to confess that she helped Thomas keep quiet about his role in the tragedy. The fallout is immediate. Poppy is horrified by her daughter's actions, and RJ, heartbroken, questions whether he can ever trust Luna again. Worse, Thomas's past misdeeds come back to haunt him as Hope reconsiders their relationship, realizing that his lies run deeper than she thought. With her future hanging in the balance, Luna must decide whether to fight for redemption or flee before the consequences destroy her. Lee's return, a game-changer for Finn and Sheila. In a stunning twist, Lee Finnegan returns to Los Angeles just as the situation with Sheila reaches a boiling point. Having recovered from her near-fatal encounter with Sheila, Lee is determined to ensure her nemesis never hurts her family again. She wastes no time warning Finn that Sheila's obsession is more dangerous than ever and that he must cut ties with her permanently. However, Sheila isn't going down without a fight. When Lee confronts her in a heated showdown, Sheila drops a shocking revelation. Lee has been keeping a devastating secret about Finn's past. The bombshell leaves Finn questioning everything he thought he knew about his mother, and Lee's credibility is put to the test. As the truth threatens to unravel, Finn faces an impossible choice: believe the woman who raised him or the biological mother who claims she's been lied to all along. Final thoughts: a week of explosive twists. This week on B&B, loyalties are tested, secrets explode, and lives hang in the balance. From Hayes' kidnapping scare to Rich's unexpected romantic turmoil and Luna's shocking betrayal, the drama is non-stop. With Sheila's schemes reaching dangerous new levels and Lee's return shaking Finn's world, the stage is set for an unforgettable showdown. Will Steffi and Finn finally stop Sheila for good? Can Ridge and Brooke salvage their marriage after his kiss with Carter? And will Luna find a way to redeem herself after her lies are exposed? Tune in to The Bold and the Beautiful this week to find out.